So much work to try and set this up. Alright. Believe now we are live. How do I brightness the screen? There we go. Oh, okay. Now if I do this... Cool. And... is there like a brightness setting on this thing? How do I make my camera brighter? I could zoom in and out, right? Yeah, I could zoom in and out. Oh. I could zoom in and out. Where is my streaming settings, camera, video? I have, I don't remember how to set my camera brightness here. I don't remember how to set my camera brightness. Now I gotta go back to YouTube on my second phone so I can post a new goddamn link. Go to my channel. I think this is it. Share. Tweet. Copy. Is my phone freaking lagging? Tweet. Alright, I tweeted right. Freaking Christ. And then where's my IFTT thing on my phone? This shit's in alphabetical order, right? I don't know how to... Shit. I don't know if that makes it slightly brighter. How the hell did I stream in my car before? That doesn't help. That doesn't help. Okay, now... I guess... that. Connect. How did I always used to stream in this? I have no idea. I should probably go to my Twitter and like delete the previous thing that I had. Where's my other tweet? I gotta like delete that crap. Delete tweet. Cool. I think I need to change seats. But it's so comfortable back here though. Hold on. I'm actually going to check on how I could do the brightness. I'm gonna bake in my car now. You know what? You know what? That'd be kind of funny, right? You know what? There's a lot of things you can do actually with Instant Pot, and like since I do have like a car plug-in thingy, with like power outlets, I could conceivably do a cooking stream in the car with my Instant Pot. Obviously, I am not prepared for that, but you know, it's an idea. Streamlabs app, Brighten camera. Can I do that in the app itself, or do I need like an external light source? Wait. Are there... And before I blow up the car while cooking. Nope, not that one. How do you change the settings in Streamlabs? The only thing I'm getting from like Googling is like how to change shit like on OBS. Obviously, that doesn't help me because like I am not using OBS. I'm using the Streamlabs app, which is weird because I typed in Streamlabs app Brighten camera and like that didn't work. Streamlabs app camera settings. That's got to be it. Camera settings. I'm getting like the freaking PC version of Streamlabs, which is like not helping me. Oh, well, thank you, Nightbot. At least Nightbot is working. I'm getting more like, hold on. I think I'm still streaming even if I go to like the settings on Streamlabs. Because right now I'm in the settings right now, so I think I'm still. It's not like Camera Li-Fi where like it stops streaming the moment like I hit options or something. Streaming settings? Video settings. Would it be under video settings? Switch between all cameras. If you have more than one camera, cycle through all of them if possible. I don't think I want that. Audio settings, platform. What the fuck is platform settings? Oh, that's YouTube and Twitch. Never mind. Advanced settings? Nope. Not in advanced settings. I don't know how. I could use my regular phone as a flashlight if I want. Like this. But then like I have like no spot where I could hang this actually. Cause I knew I was forgetting something. I bought a clip actually. I bought a clip that I could connect to something. And then that can I bought a clip where I could connect it and like, does this work? I'm not sure if this will. All right, cool. That worked. No, nope. I tried to see if I could like wedge my phone from the top of my seat to the top of the car, like just using like pure pressure. And I think that works for light, right? That kind of works for light. Can I have like a sunroof in my car, so I'm trying to see if I could just close that now. Yeah, sure, that kind of works, I guess. This actually is really blinding though. I actually hate it. And I'm an idiot. I bought a ring light specifically for car streams, and it's not here. I think I left it at work or something. So I'm using legit like both of my phones now. Okay. But anyway, welcome back to the fucking car. Also, I should plug in my phone, actually, if I'm streaming. Alright, there we go. My car is running right now. Hold on. There we go. Alright, here's a USB-C charger cable. Very cool, 85%. Well, now it's charging up. Anyway, this light is like super blinding me. And I don't think there's anything I could do about that. I bought a ring light. I specifically bought a ring light. But I didn't think I'd be streaming from my car. I didn't plan for this. But anyway, so guys, I did not, howdy Darth Raven. Hey Louise, what's up? Thanks for showing up for the fucking car stream. So, yeah, this was totally not planned. I do not have access to, I don't have access to the stream room today. So, here I am in my car. And I didn't want to, like, not live stream. But, like, I just wanted to do something, you know? Because, like, you know, I've been doing this shit now for, like, what? I think we said I've been streaming now for, like, 10 years. It's become, like, a part of my routine now. So I didn't want to not do it. So, yeah, welcome to the vlog stream, I guess. Also, I was thinking about doing, like, a walk-around stream, too. But I decided against it. It's still pretty crummy out here in Vegas right now, like, population-wise. So I'm kind of waiting for it to die down a little bit more before I start walking around the malls and casinos again. We still need to do a part 2 to go into Circus, because like I didn't go to Adventure Dome, so I definitely want to dedicate a day towards that. Still been playing Nintendo Switch, so that's still a thing. You know what's one thing I do need to download for the Switch though? I need to download, since I have Homebrew, I need to download an emulator. There's a good emulator, I think. It's called RetroArch for Homebrew. And like, it does it all. It does like Super Nintendo emulation, PlayStation, PS2 emulation, Dreamcast, Sega Genesis. So I definitely want to actually put that on here. And also, alright, this is gonna sound stupid, guys. So right now I have 2 phones. I have my personal phone, and then I have the stream phone. However, this was my fault because I never used a phone for streaming before I became homeless. So I didn't do much research into it. Like, I kind of just bought, like, the most recent phone that was out, I guess. Turns out, you need to look for very specific, you need to look for, like, very specific, like, things for a phone for it to be a good streaming phone. And this phone that I'm using a Samsung A31 right now. It's good for casual shit, but it's not good for some of the shit that I want to do, such as plug a Nintendo Switch into it, or like use my capture card, use my USB-C capture card and shit like that. This is not a good phone to do that with. However, it's kind of already too late to return this phone to Amazon at this point. So I went and bought another phone. I went and bought another fucking phone. So I did research. I did research on like phones that are good for, I guess kind of hardcore-ish phone streaming. Now here's the thing. This is a refurbished phone too, so like I'm hoping like it's not shit, because you know you're gambling, right? Whenever you buy used stuff, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, and I usually buy everything brand new. My video games I buy brand new, hardware I buy brand new. Especially like video cards, for example, like graphics cards. It's like, you know, a lot of people's like, oh, you could save like 50% if you buy like a used graphics card, but then like, my argument of that is, yeah, but like, how do you know that the graphics card you bought wasn't used for like fucking Bitcoin mining, right? You know? So, I'd rather just buy new shit most of the time. But, this was such a great, this was just different than pricing though. That means Tetsamaru would get on top of the line phone now jokes. So like, this phone normally costs like $500 or something. $500 to $600. I think when it first came out, it was $800. But if I buy it refurbished, I'm paying $170 for it now. That's like, I can't do the math. That's like what, like a fucking 80 to 70% discount on like what the phone normally costs now. So I went and bought it on Amazon, and hopefully refurbished just means that like it was like a factory defect and it hasn't actually been used all that much. Because when something gets refurbished or renewed, there's a lot of different things that can mean, right? Like, it could mean it was actually used by a person, or it could mean that, like, it wasn't really used, and it's more like it was, like, a test device at the factory, or maybe, like, one of the robots dropped it by accident, and, like, now, like, it has, like, a dent on it or something, and, like, it's technically never been used. Because that's how I buy cheap stuff at Evo, when I used to go to Evo all the time. Because Evo used to always sell, like, their game consoles or like their monitors super cheap, like after the convention, and it's used. And by used, I mean it was literally only used at Evo for like the 1 or 2 days it was there for. So barely used then, right? It was only used for 1 or 2 days. It's practically brand new, so you get to buy it for super cheap. That's how I got the monitor I'm using right now, actually. I got that literally at Evo, and I got it for like 50% off because it was used. So, yeah. And of course, since it was at Evo, that means like, low latency, high quality, whatever you expect for streaming. for like video games and stuff like that. So that's why it's good that I always buy shit from Evo. Also, it's getting really cold in here. I had the AC up. Let me turn that shit down. Can I turn it off? I'm gonna try turning off the AC. I'm gonna try turning off that AC. Yeah. So I bought a couple things on Amazon. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I bought a couple things on Amazon, and one of the things I bought actually will be making my car living conditions a little bit better, right? Because at this point, I've been here for a while. But wait, I have great news, guys! Or kind of great news. Nothing confirmed yet. So, I have 2 things lined up that would potentially stop me having to live in my car. So one is a loan for a house for... So at first I was shooting for $200K. Now I might actually get more than $200K. And I might not need to actually have $9,000 out of my asshole for that down payment. So that's the first good news, but I'm waiting to see on more information from the realtor person about that. And then like another one is rent. So like I've been trying to avoid trying to rent again because I said I wanted to actually buy a place. But at this point though, I am getting a little bit, you know, my current living conditions right now. Was someone honking at me? I don't think so. Did you guys hear that? There's a car honking. So I'm just making sure it's not me. Okay, never mind. Okay. Alright. Hold on. How the fuck did I... Okay, never mind. Okay, never mind. That was just like people honking out there. So anyway, there is a rental house and like seems pretty nice. And I decided to go for it. And I was gonna, the idea is to rent it for a year till like I can actually buy a place. Yes, it sucks to rent again. It really does, but I kind of would like to have a room. I'm kind of getting a little impatient here. So, yeah. It's one of the two. Either I'm going to rent a house again for at least a year, or I can actually buy a place. We're gonna see. I'm actually not that hopeful about buying a place right now because like I think most lenders, they do want that down payment, and it looks like I do need like $8,000 to $9,000 out of my asshole first in order to do that. So I gotta save up some more. So I'm not sure if that's even gonna work. So renting might be something that happens for me right now. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But either way, if one of those two things works, it just means that I won't have to do this anymore. Although maybe I might do this legit, like when I'm doing like vlogging stuff, because I don't want to stop doing that now. Now that I've like invested so much into this whole like mobile stream thing, I'm not going to give it up, you know, once I get like a place again. You know, I'm not going to do that. So, and I just bought a new phone again. Streaming phone. Like, I'm still going to use the same personal cell phone that I've been using. Hold on. I am going to plug in something different here because, like, I was using this to charge my cell phone right now, but this is kind of overkill. So I'm actually going to just grab the car charger. I'm going to go and grab that. Yeah, this is overkill. Ah, shit. God damn. Ah, shit. God damn it. Didn't lock that in. Hold on. Let me go ahead and just... There we go. I'm gonna have to clean up my car. Actually, I have cleaned up my car a lot, ever since I started, you know, spending a lot of time in here. Because using my car was like shit. It used to be very shit. There we go. I mean, like, listen, I don't judge anyone with dirty cars, honestly, because, like, your car should just be used to get you from point A to point B, really. But if you're in my situation, your car should be clean, probably. Can I just plug this in? There we go. There we go. All right, cool. All right. So I bought, like, you know what I also had to buy recently? Because I don't know where it is. I bought a flash drive. It's a 64, I think it's a 64 gigabyte flash drive on Amazon. I got it for 15 bucks. Or $10. I think it was on sale, $10. I already have a 64 gigabyte USB 3.0 flash drive. I have no idea where it is, and I actually need one. I opened up like a box in my storage unit that like said the word office supplies in it. Wasn't in there. I opened up another box that says computer stuff in there. Wasn't in there. So like honestly, I don't know. I don't know where my flash drive is. Oh, you know what I also found too? I found my 3DS. Guess what though? I don't have the charger for it. I found my 3DS. I'm like, hey, that's kind of fun. And I have homebrew my 3DS, so like I also have all the games on there. But I need the charger. I don't know where the charger is. My 3DS was not packed with my charger. It's in a different box. I opened up like 4 game boxes. I can't find the charger. That means my 3DS charger must be in a box that I must have like just like threw together and just tossed shit in. Meaning it's in an unlabeled box. I don't know where it is. So that sucks. So I have a dead 3DS basically. So yeah. At least I had the Switch, right? That's basically console worthy. I have the Switch. And I got my Pikachu Pro controller right here. So that's kind of cool too, you know. I think that's all I got right now for what's going on currently in my living situation. So yeah, we're still doing this. Oh, it's not hot no more here in Vegas. I don't know about the temperature about where you guys live, but here we stopped hitting like 100-degree Fahrenheit weather since like a week and a half ago. So now, when the sun's up, it's only hitting about like 92, 95 actually. And then at nighttime, it's like actually hitting as low as like 60 to 70 degrees. So actually, the weather right now is pretty much as nice as it gets here in Vegas. When it gets more into October and November, we'll be right in the fall season. And that's when I won't be dying in my car. I won't have to run the AC all the time. So yeah, that's great, right? That's amazing. Also, like, this fucking jerry rig. Let me show you guys what I just did for my other phone. Wait a minute. I could just do this. There we go. So I have the phone on the headrest of my front seat because we're in the back seat right now, and I have my personal phone with a flashlight on, and like I'm using pressure from the top of the car to the bottom of the head seat. I just wedged it in there. That's all I did. Yeah, how's that for fucking MacGyvering it, right? But hey, it works. It's working. So yeah, that's cool. I really should have brought the ring light, but I left it at my work locker. I've been using my work locker to store a lot of my things now. I practically live at work. Or here in the car. Probably here in the car more, obviously, because I don't want to do shit at work. Yeah. This is my life right now. I'm definitely going to Oh, speaking of retro art, by the way, for the Switch, I've been actually thinking about live streaming an old RPG game. I've been thinking about doing an old one. I know that I'm not the most classical gamer out there, but there was like a couple games I do have nostalgic feel for, and this is like actually an old RPG, but it's a good old RPG. It's also an old RPG I actually never beat, so that'd be kind of cool if I could live stream that. And I'm thinking that, like, rather than use the emulator that's on my PC, maybe I should just download the emulator on my Switch and just play it off of that, honestly. That may sound like a roundabout way to do things, but if I do it off the Switch, though, then, like, even when I have the streaming room, I will still play off the Switch. But, like, on a day where, like, I won't have the streaming room, though, I can still play on the Switch, and it'll just be my car instead, right? So, basically, it's just me thinking ahead. So, that's an idea for the next stream. Today's stream actually would have been kind of like a Girls Frontline gacha thing, honestly. And, like, play Girls Frontline a little bit, do some other gacha game and the other Weibo games I have. If I had access to my stream computer, stream room, but I don't, so we're doing this right now. I brought along the capture card, anyway, from my trunk, but now that, like, I'm waiting for the new phone to come in anyway, this kind of will point to this, maybe. I don't know. You guys ready for an unboxing? Streams. I found a way, and I was able to wed, but, like, it's huge, it's humongous, and it was very unwieldy. So, about trying to plug in this car. There we go. Alright, I turned off my engine. Alright. Alright. So, I bought whoop. What is this? It's a portable monitor! 15.6-inch portable monitor. And you could basically plug stuff into this in two ways, either through an HDMI cable or through a USB-C cable. So this is from a company that I have never heard of before, so I decided to take a risk with it, and we're gonna see if it works at all well for me. But yeah, it is a portable, or have one that does not have an internal battery. I tried to read as many reviews I could about ones with portable batteries in it, and it turns out it's kind of like a hit or miss, honestly. Portable monitors with portable batteries, the battery life, like, either sucks, or, like, it makes your monitor run hot because it has a battery inside of it after all. Or, like, the battery life, like, it only lasts, like, 1 or 2 hours anyway, so you're gonna have to plug it in anyway, which kind of, like, almost defeats the purpose of having a portable monitor. So instead, I decided to get a cheaper portable monitor where you just have to plug it into a power source. So this power source, it goes via USB. So you can either plug it in from USB-C to, like, USB-A and, like, plug it into something that uses that, or you could just plug the USB-A part into, like, a regular outlet, you know, like the outlet adapter thing, and just plug that into a wall or, like, into a socket or something and have that work. So yeah, so that's probably that probably is relevance for what's convenient for me right now. So anyway, this was like $120, I think. I already forgot. It's like $120. So 15.6 inches. So, like, if we compare the size of the box, honestly, let me go. See, as you can see, like, it's not gigantic, right? It's not my fucking 30-inch monitor that was, like, the whole entire fucking crap of my car. This is 15.6 inches. I assume the box is a little bit bigger, obviously. So, like, actually, it'll be even smaller then once we test it out. So, this would be a lot more convenient, honestly. This also means that, like, I won't also have to, like, lug around my expensive monitor and, like, worry about hurting it. Since this is a portable monitor, I think it's a lot more resilient, I believe. And it's a lot lighter, too. So, it's not, like, heavy. Because my current monitor is actually a little bit on the heavier side. But it also has, like, a lot of inputs and shit. Because it was a monitor I got at Evo, so it, like, has, like, extra sense and shit. It's a computer desktop monitor, hashtag /gaming or whatever, so, yeah. But anyway. One thing I can say about this, though, so, like, this is from Amazon. So it came in an Amazon box. But this box, actually, there's no tape on it. Like, it just, like, slides off. See? There's no tape. It just slides right off. I didn't open this. Like, just opens up like that. Kind of weird. Kind of weird that there would be no, nothing to seal around this box. Again, this came in an Amazon box, so a box in a box, I guess, but I feel like there should have been tape. I mean, I'm not going to knock off any points off of that. So, here's the inside. There's a monitor right there, and there's an instruction manual right there. A1 Gambit portable monitor from Arzopa. I don't know what Arzopa is. I never heard of this company. So you get the monitor, you get a USB-C cable, USB-C to A cable, USB-C to C cable. You also get a mini HDMI to HDMI cable. Because this monitor doesn't actually have a regular HDMI input, it's a mini HDMI input. So you're either going to need to have an adapter or have a cable that, like, you know, outputs or has, like, one end be normal. So I did read the Amazon description and I knew it was coming with this, but I still bought the adapter though. So right here, it's in a Ziploc bag because I already opened it. But, like, in this bag, I have a mini HDMI, a male mini HDMI like part, and a female regular HDMI part, so that way I could just use a regular HDMI cable if I need to. And then this red cable here, that's like a USB-C to USB-C cable that I just happen to have. Other than that, though, it comes with a cleaning cloth, and that's it. Also, what's great too about this monitor is that it does actually have a microphone jack in it. Not microphone, headphone jack. Because you'd be surprised, actually, like the headphones you could plug into there. This is not a smart monitor, though. So, like, there's no Wi-Fi capabilities on this thing at all. But I didn't want to have to pay extra for that, considering that, like, I'm not even sure how often I would even use this. But considering I already put good money into this, I guess I will be using it to some degree. At least for now, anyway. And then, like, even after, like, I get my own place, I have an extra monitor. And you can't go wrong, right, guys? Having, like, an extra monitor. So, that's all foam right there. And then if I lift that up, I got some other shit right here. Accessories, USB-C. I have no idea what this box is. There's no label on this, so I guess I'll figure that out. Let me see. This monitor goes up to resolution of 920 by 1080p. I mean, that's fine, right? For what it is. That's okay. Built-in speakers, output interface 3.5 headphone interface jack. That's cool. Here is the monitor. Let's go ahead and slice that, open up bad boy. I say slice it, but I'm just gonna, like, open this carefully because I actually want to keep the bag, honestly. I'm gonna be keeping this box for a bit. And there we go. There's the monitor. It actually has a black sleeve, which is kind of nice, actually. Because everything I own is kind of black, for the most part. With the exception of my Nintendo Wii and Wii U. There's the monitor. There's the fucking monitor. It's so light and shit. And then you There we go. I can take off the cover right here. That's the wrong way actually. There we go, the longer side. There's the monitor. That's the actual monitor part. And then there's like the bezel right here. And we got the buttons right here. We got like a volume button. We got the headphone jack. We have the menu slider key or whatever. So again, the great thing about this is, okay, just grab the phone. Great thing about this, so I could have this monitor right here. I just place it on the food tray. Look at that! Look at that! Monitor right here. In back seat of my car. I have a good portable computer monitor. Look at that! Is that glare? That's glare, right? Yeah, that's all glare right there. That's nice. Let's just open this up. Did they actually just dedicate the entire thing for this? USB-C. USB-C cable. Whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and close. Then I got the accessories box, so let's open that up. One hand opening, because the other hand's holding the phone right now. So we got some cables in there. Well, here's the HDMI. Here's the HDMI cable. So that's the regular side, and here's the mini HDMI. Here's also like the adapter for like USB, so you can plug it into a regular outlet if you need to. Cool. And then there's a last box right here. I'm not sure what's in here, but I feel something, so it's not just an empty box. The fuck is this? I have no idea what this is. This was not in the instruction manual. This is not in the instruction manual. It looks like it's meant to be like another kickstand for the, but like I guess it's like an extra kickstand if you, I think like this. I think like this. I think that's how you use it. So we're going to just flip this. Okay, just awesome. All right, so on Amazon, as well as in this instruction manual, like as usual, I'm on my phone. So like, if you mean the fact that like what's happening on screen versus like when you guys type happens, I think that's going to be impossible to do real time unless I'm on my desktop. I don't think you could. I don't think it's even possible to do real time interaction via phone. I could reduce it as much as I can though, because I already have low latency option actually set up in the streaming settings. But low latency could mean anything, honestly. But anyway, here's the power cable. I mean, I could use any USB-C cable to be fair, but here's gonna be my power cable. So I'm gonna plug this in. So this monitor is not supposed to use a whole lot of power, and to test that out, I have this thing. This is a jump starter for a car. Jump start a car up to 20 times per charge. This is at full power right now. But however, not only is it a jump start for a car, it also doubles as a power bank. So that means I could just use this as you know, a power bank. Because the power bank that I have, that I normally use, it's in storage. So I don't know where the fuck it is. Do you guys see a pattern here? That everything I own is in storage and I have no idea where it is? Which causes me to like go in this cycle of like buying stuff that I kind of already have. Because it's hard for me to go into that storage to get stuff that I already have because I have no idea where it is. It's a self-defeating cycle, really. However, I'm only buying things that I can justify having two of, though. So, it comes in this little carrying case, which is kind of cool. Also, I tested this out already, by the way. Because, actually, I let the headlights on in my car, and my car died. Like, my car engine didn't... My car battery died. So, I actually did use this. It worked. It totally jump-started my car, actually. So, yeah. It worked. Like, as you can see right here, it comes with the, you know, this, so you could, like, positive and negative. Yep. You guys ever want to, like, put your tongue on this thing when there's a charge on it? You'd kill yourself, wouldn't you? Anyway. This also uses USB-C, actually, too, by the way. Everything uses USB-C nowadays. Like, I've been on USB-B for the longest time, honestly. Here we go. Yep, so there it is. There it is. So, like, here's the thing. So, like, there's an output right here, see? So, like, it has USB parts, even though this was totally supposed to be meant for a charging thing. Because here's the part where you're supposed to plug in the alligator clips. It goes right here in the front. You plug that in, and then you push the power button, and then you just jump to start your car. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3. 1 power button, 2 turn button. No, we're looking at this one here. 4, 5, 6. 4 mini HDMI port. 5 USB-C data transmission port. Receives audio and video. 6 USB power supply port. So the bottom port, I need to turn on this and see if it. Oh shit! How much bullshit is there? I don't know. Let's give it a try. I can't see where my USB-Cs are. Is that a USB-C? There it is. Can't friggin'. Nope, not that one. Where the fuck? Not that one. Here it is. It was in this little tiny bag. That's the USB-C to USB-C cable. So we're gonna see if we if this thing false advertising or not. The thing is that I did read the Amazon reviews, so it's not like I'm going this completely blind. I read the Amazon reviews, and the Amazon review says that this is legit. So I will plug this in to the other USB part, USB-C, plugged in. All right, shit. There we go. All right, so let's see what we get here. Let's see what we get. I'm trying to make sure like this actually gets caught. Let's plug this in. Is it? Is it working? Is it working? Okay, wait. So I think I also know what's wrong too. I think maybe it's not getting enough power, maybe. Because I did read that that could also be a problem. So hold up. There we go. My thing powered off. So we're gonna see. Is it working? Let me try plugging signal. Turn this on. This working? Holy shit! USB-C wire from the switch go into the USB-C on the monitor, and then I have a USB-C. I have a USB-C power cable. Holy shit! This is so much more comfortable. Hey, this is awesome. Yeah, cool. This means I won't have to try jerry-rig my giant monitor to the my car no more, and I also don't have to play out the. Huh. Well, it looks like this monitor was worth the money. And it looks like it's not sucking up juice, at least, because my power brick still says 100%. So that's good. I'm pretty sure there's no subtitles. Like, yeah, there it is. Yeah, I don't think there's any subtitles. Yeah. Cool. I remember I was gonna try and live stream Miitopia, but I already live streamed Miitopia back on the 3DS, and this one doesn't allow you to download other people's Miis without buying Nintendo Online. And there's no way I'm buying Nintendo Online. Yeah, well, I'm satisfied. And right now, my Switch's battery charge is at 99%. So that's 99%. That's 99%. So basically, for like one charge of each one with this last me. It isn't always going to be very long, though. For the something like that. I don't know. This is cool, though. It's great. Also, I actually was really tempted to get the new Nintendo Switch OLED thing. I think it releases in October or some shit like that. I was really tempted to actually buy it, just because the OLED screen looks better or something. But I decided not to get it. I felt like it would be a waste of money because, like, it's not better, right? Isn't it like the fucking... It's just a regular Switch. It's a regular Switch, except with, like, a shittier... Not shittier. It's a regular Switch with a slightly better screen. That's all it is. As someone who, like, played his Switch mostly, like, on via HDMI out anyway, jailbreaking, though, that's a good question. It's not out yet, so, like, I don't know. I don't know how jailbreaking is going to be. Jailbreaking on that thing. So we might have to come up with a new jailbreak thing. I think I did read, though, that, so, I think I did read from people that, like, are in the know or something. The new Switch OLED, the Switch OLED thing, there's no internal home screen button. No, there's no recovery mode. That's it. Because the recovery mode is how we're jailbreaking Switches in the first place. Because basically, there's a home button in here. Now, I'm not talking about the home button on the Switch. There's a home button on the Joy-Con, I mean. There's a home button on the Switch itself. But obviously, it's not a button that's physically on here. The home button is inside. And you can basically kind of like push the home button by soldering connections onto your Joy-Con or some shit like that. I'm actually not sure how that even works, but it just does. And then you put your Switch into recovery mode, and then that's how we're able to, like, you know, like install software that's, like, not native to the Switch. I'm pretty sure Nintendo, like, they got rid of the main reason for people homebrewing their Switches, so I think they got rid of the recovery mode. And I'm not sure if there is already another way to jailbreak your Switch right now. I didn't keep up with with that scene because, you know, I already have homebrew, so why would I need to know, right? I guess I'll wait until after the OLED comes out, and then I'll see what people are saying on whether or not they jailbreaking the Switch anyway. But yeah, I'm happy with it. It's a good, decent size without being too big. It comes with its own kickstand, so that's great too. It's from a company I never heard of before, so I guess we'll just see how long it lasts me. If it dies within a year, I'm gonna be very upset. I'll be super upset if it dies on me within a year. Because it shouldn't. It shouldn't be that shitty. Also, I know you guys couldn't exactly hear anything, but the speaker on this monitor was actually pretty decent. I mean, I have headphones, so like I'll probably just plug in headphones onto the headphone jack anyway. If I don't have to, because not every portable monitor has speakers. Some of the cheaper ones I saw, it just has a headphone jack and there is no speaker. This one has speakers, so I could do either or. So yeah, this is a very questionable purchase that I made because I am like improving the living conditions of my car, especially with me having this thing on me too, right? This jump starter power brick thing. At this point, why even buy a house, right? How about I just buy a goddamn trailer? How about I just freaking just buy a mobile home, right? A new phone. Because I'm going to retire the... I really don't. Because my personal phone is actually Motorola. That's a Motorola phone. This is a Samsung phone I'm streaming from. I bet I won't be coming no bad. Man, you guys ready for the road trip stream? Yeah, road trip stream, right? I'm going to drive from like one end of the States to the other end of the States. But anyway, I don't have Samsung loyalty, but it just turns out that Samsung is really good for like an entertainment phone. For one thing and one thing only, honestly. I did research on this. I read as much as I could. I think Samsung is literally the only phone company right now, or electronics company, whatever. Samsung is literally the only phone brand right now where you can plug in an external device to the Samsung phone and you can charge your phone at the same time. No other phone does that. Not that I can see. My Motorola doesn't do it. That's because Samsung thinks it's a feature that's worth keeping. All other phone companies don't think it's a good feature, so they don't have it. Because, like, it's not like a software thing, it's a hardware thing. Samsung phones, if you get one of those, you know, external adapters so you could plug in, like, regular USB phone, adapters, no, you plug in, like, the USB-C into your phone, or USB-B, because, you know, you have an older Samsung phone, USB-B. You plug in that part into your phone, and then, like, there's a brick, and the brick has, like, a USB-A, like, usually, like, 2 USB-As, onto it, and then it has, like, another, like, port dedicated for charging. You plug in the one dedicated for charging into your wall outlet or something, and then you plug in, like, your keyboard, or your mouse, or some shit into it. And then your phone, your Samsung phone, is able to take external devices, but it's also able to charge at the same time. Meaning that, like, you could do both, and you could basically treat your Samsung phone as a portable computer, like a laptop. You know, like, basically, like, if you plug in, like, a keyboard, for example, basically, other phone brands, they can only take one device at a time, and they do one thing only at a time. So you plug something in there, and it's going to use its own battery to give juice, to give power to the external device that you connected. Samsung, on the other hand, though, Samsung got smart, or has been smart. Samsung, you plug in a keyboard or a mouse, you plug in a keyboard or mouse to your phone, you could still charge it. You could still charge your phone at the same time. And from what I read, other phone companies just don't do that. I think they used to do it, but then they all, like, kind of, like, just gave it up. And Samsung is still doing it. So, another thing, too, that other phone companies are also getting rid of, too, by the way. HDMI out. This thing's not a thing anymore. Like, a lot of phone companies now, they're doing, like, the whole screencast and mirrorcast thing. So you can, like, wirelessly, like, screen to, like, another smart TV or some shit like that. You plug in an HDMI into your phone, you plug this into a monitor TV, and it's one to one signal, right? Technology has no lag. I call bullshit. There's gonna be a little bit of lag. The thing is that, like, it's probably not that noticeable if you're doing it for casual shit, like YouTube or something, right? Like, let's say you want to, like, mirrorcast your phone's YouTube to, like, the TV, just through your smart TV, so that way you can have, like, play YouTube videos and show it to, like, the whole family or some shit. You're playing a video. It's probably not that noticeable. But for what I'm gonna use it for, such as, like, you know, like, play games, it's probably going to be noticeable, right? So that's why I definitely want external HDMI. So here's the thing. I did do a search. I did a search, like, what phones can do charging and have external devices at the same time. That's important for my capture card. Because my capture card needs power. And then another one will again. Is from this, and then there's an HDMI here, and then there's an HDMI input and output. The input is going to be my Nintendo Switch or my PlayStation 4 if I want to, and then the output's going to go to my monitor, so I don't have to look at a tiny-ass Samsung phone screen, you know? Now, since the phone is supplying power to the capture card, obviously the phone's not going to last forever. That's why I specifically look for phones I can charge at the same time. And the only result I was getting was Samsung. I couldn't find any other brands that wasn't Samsung. Samsung seems to be the only company still doing that. Because even my Samsung Galaxy A31 that I'm using right now, this one does it. I tried it. I plugged both a keyboard and mouse into this phone, and it was sucking up juice from the phone. But then I was able to charge it at the same time using like my splitter, using my power splitter. I tried that exact same splitter on my Motorola, and my Motorola, it can't charge and do external devices at the same time. It's one or the other. If I plug in the charging port, it stops accepting input from the keyboard and mouse. And it stops accepting input from the capture card. However, my Samsung, though, it can take this and the keyboard and the mouse, and it can charge at the same time, meaning it's essentially a laptop. So, I don't have Samsung loyalty, but thumbs up to Samsung for giving me the ability to do that, which is why I'm upgrading my Samsung Galaxy A31 phone right now, my streaming phone. I went for a 9 Plus, basically. Basically, like I said, I Googled it for ones that did all the shit I wanted to do, HDMI out, charging at the same time as external devices. It's like Samsung 8, Samsung 8 Plus, Samsung 9, Samsung 9 Plus, Samsung Note, Samsung Note Plus, and some other ones. The Samsung 9 Plus, I think, is like $450, and I bought the refurbished one for like $170. So I just put in that order, so I think I'm gonna get it by Friday. So I'm gonna give that a try. Because I don't know if you guys remembered, but when I did use this before to live stream Pokemon Snap in my car, my phone battery, it was only able to last for, I think, 2 hours or something. And then by 2 hours in, the phone battery was like at like 5% left charge or something. Because I had to use my Motorola. I had to use my Motorola to do it, and my Motorola can't charge an external device at the same time. The reason why like I couldn't use this on the Samsung Galaxy A31 is because the A31 is kind of weird. It's just weird. That's why I'm upgrading phones. And also, the A31 doesn't have HDMI out. Basically, the Samsung A31, it's Samsung's cheapo phone, if that makes any sense. That's why I needed to upgrade. It's their cheapo phone lineup. It still does charging external devices at the same time, though, so that's good. Another thing, though, is this is more of a thing for modern Android phones, not just Samsung. So did you guys know that modern Android phones have a problem with external capture cards and external cameras? So Android thinks it's a security breach or some shit like that to not use the camera that's on your phone or something for picture. So a lot of modern Android phones, and I think Apple does it too, if you try to plug in like an external camera or like an external capture card, the phone literally won't take it. Not because of hardware, but because of software. The Android software literally won't take it, even if it could take it, because the current owner of Android thinks it's a security breach to take in external camera devices. And a capture card does count as a camera device. And since the Galaxy A31 that I'm using right now is a very modern phone, it only has the recent addition to Android, meaning it's trying not to capture external devices that well. It'll take keyboard and mouse just fine, but it won't really take capture cards and cameras that well. My Motorola, for some reason, can capture from this in an odd turn of events. I don't know why. I guess like I was gambling away. But yeah. I don't know. It's just like a whole thing. It's a whole, like, a lot of research I had to do. And it's research that I didn't do when I initially bought this phone. Because, like, if it was research I did before, I wouldn't even have this Galaxy A31 right now then. I'd be using the Samsung 9 Plus right now, but I didn't. I'm not going to return it, though. I'm not Galaxy A31. I'm going to keep it around, and I'm just basically going to use it as like a media device for the most part. The reason why, like, the reason why I really do want a separate device for that is because, like, I hate using my personal phone for that shit. Like, for me, my personal phone really should just be used for text messages and taking phone calls. I hate missing calls. I really do, especially like if it's a business call or something. A lot of phones have like a gamer mode thing, because my Motorola has it, where it's like if you're in a game, your phone stops accepting calls. I don't know. That seems kind of like awkward to me. So like what? I'll be in the middle of like playing like fucking Fate Grand Order or Girls Front Line, and then all of a sudden my phone won't take calls anymore because I'm in gamer mode. A phone is a phone, guys. Use it for a freaking phone. So basically, I'm going to use my Samsung A31 Galaxy as a glorified tablet, basically. Like, I'll have all my games installed on this thing. I'll probably install some emulators on this thing, too, honestly. And then my Samsung 9 Plus that I'm going to get, I'll be using that as my streaming phone, my new streaming phone. So I'm going to move the SIM card. The SIM card that's in this phone right now, I'm going to move that into the Samsung 9 Plus. And then, like I said, this one would just be a glorified media device or some shit like that. No SIM card in this thing, but, you know, I could always just use it for Wi-Fi. And I could also, like, hotspot from my phone to this thing, to this phone. So, yeah, a glorified tablet, essentially. Because my tablet that I'm using right now, my NVIDIA tablet, it's getting on in the years. It's old. Like this Galaxy A31 is better than my tablet. My tablet is just out of date right at this point. I think I already showed this. Like, I think Girls Front Line now is too much for it. Shit, not that I play Fate Grand Order, but it can't even do that, honestly. So, I don't even know what to do with that NVIDIA tablet anymore. Put it in the recycling bin? It's kind of worthless now. It's so out of date. I don't know. So yeah, I've been upgrading my car living life, which is kind of sad. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Oh yeah, also, I've gotten like a side job now. So before I had my day job, but and then like before I told you guys too that I did DoorDashing a little bit. DoorDashing is good for like extra income, but like I kind of hate having to drive around a lot, and I get paranoid because I think I'm gonna get into a car accident if I keep driving like that. So I have another part-time job now because I think I'm gonna give up DoorDashing now for this one. I'm not gonna say what it is yet because I want to see how good it goes. If it's good, I'll tell you guys more about it. But like, it's a job that I literally could just do here in my car. But technically, I'm not using my car. It's a job that I just need a computer for. But like, I don't need like an office or anything like that. So it's kind of cool. And it looks like it'll pay pretty well based on like how well I do. But again, like I'll keep that to myself for now. If it sucks, I'll just tell you guys that it sucked. And then I won't tell you what it is. If it's great, though, I'll tell you guys what it is. Anyway. So, yeah. I am at 35% of my credit card debt. So, that's cool. It's making a dent in my credit card debt. I have been... Oh! This one's nice. So my sister, Neko, she told me that one of her friends is literally giving away a refrigerator. Like not selling a refrigerator, giving it away. And considering that, like, I'm trying to buy a townhouse and or a house with like with being very minimalistic that comes with nothing, that means I'm gonna have to buy a refrigerator. I'm gonna have to buy a washer and dryer and shit. This is a free refrigerator. I told my sister, I want it. I'll take it. And then she's like, do you even have room? And I told her, well, I've been going to my storage unit a lot lately, making room and throwing away shit. So I actually think I have enough room in my storage unit for a refrigerator. Now, obviously, a refrigerator is going to be kind of a pain in the ass to move around, but I can do it. I can do it. Now, here's the thing, though. I'm not sure if you guys realize this, but I don't got a goddamn pickup truck. I have a regular fucking car, so if I am going to go and grab that refrigerator, I guess I need to rent. Or borrow. I either need to borrow someone's pickup truck or, like, rent a pickup truck. So, yeah. A free fridge is a free fridge, exactly. I also did say that, like, I kind of wanted to be a little bit bougie and get, like, a fucking smart refrigerator. But, you know, obviously that's, like, a little bit more into the future, right? So for now, I'll take a free fridge. And when I do buy my own place, if it doesn't come with a fridge, I'll have a fridge, right? If it doesn't come with one. Because when I say, like, I want to buy a place minimalistic, I really do mean it. Because, like, I'm going to fucking tear down walls and shit. Basically, I'm going to, flip. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. I'm going to flip my own house, basically. I'm going to, like, that's why I want to buy a shitty place. I want to buy an old shitty place. I'm going to start renovating my own place. Wait, if you say flip, doesn't that mean you're going to sell it then? I guess that's not what I mean then. I'm just going to renovate. I guess that's just what I mean. I'm going to renovate my own place. So if I'm going to be renovating, that means I don't need to buy a new place. I could buy a cheap, older place and just start crushing walls and shit. Which will also be exciting because when that happens, I'm going to live stream that shit. So you guys are going to see me tear down walls. You guys will also get to see me possibly, like, accidentally burst a pipe or some shit. I mean, that's what stud finders are for, right? If you use a stud finder, if you use like a high quality stud finder, it helps you find studs and it helps you like find pipes and electrical wires. So that means when I'm tearing down a wall, I need to make sure that like I don't puncture a pipe or like an electrical wire or some shit. Like, I know that if I buy an old place, I am gonna want to like add extra wires like behind the drywall. I talked about this before. I want Ethernet. I want Ethernet jacks like in the rooms and shit. That means I'm gonna need to buy like 500 feet. Is 500 feet of Ethernet cable long enough? Maybe I should just buy 1,000. Maybe I should just buy 1,000 feet of Ethernet cable just to be safe. That way I could just like route that into the wall and like have Ethernet jacks in the rims and shit like that, right? I feel like 1,000 feet sounds overkill though. Maybe 500 feet should do it, but I don't want to have too little, right? So yeah. And when I burn down the whole house, when the spires start popping up, nah, it'll be fine. That's right, I use feet. I'm an American. I'm sorry that I'm not using centimeters and kilometers. We Americans use feet, yards, and miles. And then we also use Fahrenheit temperature. None of that Celsius shit. You know, whenever I go to Japan, and obviously that hasn't happened in a while, Taka used to always make fun of me for, like, talking like an American. Like, I remember, like, I remember, like, one of Taka's friends, like, asked me, like, how much I weigh or some shit like that. And I was like, oh, I weigh, like, 105 pounds. And then, like, Taka's friends were like, what? I'm like, oh, yeah, right, pounds. Right, American speech, pounds. I basically need to, like, convert that shit, like, in my head to, like, speak in like, fucking metric system. Yeah, right? Everyone uses metric, and America, and I think Canada uses imperial. There's, like, 5 countries in the world that uses imperial. Everyone else uses metric. But you know what? Until, like, America decides they actually want to use metric, I'll keep using imperial system. Because, like, here's the thing. So there's a lot of Americans that say they use metric and shit like that in their everyday life because the rest of the world is metric. I think that's actually backwards logic too, because everybody else in America is using imperial, right? So, like, you're needing to convert shit in your own country. That's also kind of like, you know, like extra work, you know? Like, basically, if you're going to use metric, live in a place that uses metric. If you're going to use imperial, live in a place that uses imperial. It's like you're being hipster, basically, in America for using metric. Even if the rest of the world uses metric, I get it. The rest of the world uses metric, but, like, you go to the store, no one's going to be, like, selling shit in, like, centimeters and kilograms, right? They're going to be selling it in pounds and in feet. So, you know, yeah. Like, let me just say this. If you go to the fucking butcher shop, right, and you say you want 5 pounds of beef, he'll give you 5 pounds of beef. You go and you be a fucking busta and you be like, hey, I want 3.7 kilograms of beef. The fucking butcher, the American butcher's gonna look at you. He's gonna be like, what? Could you repeat that? And you're gonna be like, I want 3.7 kilograms of beef. He's gonna look at you like you're a goddamn foreigner. It's like, could you say that in pounds so I can understand? Right? So just because the rest of the world uses metric, if you're living in America, you're still going to have to use pounds and feet, just like everyone else does, you know? Myanmar uses both imperial and metric, honestly. How does that work? Like, does your science just have like both systems on there? That seems kind of weird. Like, I guess it's good for tourism, I suppose. Because that way, like, if an American person and, like, a Japanese person, like, visits your country, then that means they won't get confused, I guess. I guess you're saying that the citizens just have a preference then? So some people just use imperial and some people just use metric? I don't know. I think a country should just pick one or the other. I mean, listen, I agree, though. Like, metric is kind of, like, more accurate for a lot of things. So, honestly, like, America and, like, Canada and Mexico, I think, like, all three should just switch to metric. But here's the thing, though. I understand why they won't. They won't because a whole generation's going to have to learn how to use metric. And that sucks, basically. But the longer we don't do it, the more it's going to suck later down the line. So, yeah. Like, yeah, switch to metric. Who cares about the boomers, right? Who cares about the boomers? Who cares, right? Who cares about them? Because that's the real reason. That's the real reason why America and other places don't want to switch. It's because, well, the older people were raised on imperial. They're going to have to learn metric, but they're old. They don't want to learn. Well, guys, smartphones. Everyone's got a fucking smartphone. Honestly, it's trivial. Like, listen, if United States tomorrow decided, hey guys, we're switching to metric, and we're going to require all stores in America to switch other signs to metric, listen, that may suck for people that grew up on imperial, but guess what? I have my phone on me. I'm going to assume most people have their phone on them all the time. When I see a sign that I don't understand, I'm just going to fucking just translate that on my phone. Okay, wait, that says like 3 kilograms. What's that in pounds? Oh, there you go. Eventually I'll learn, right? Like, the more I'm exposed to it, the more I'm just going to learn, like, kilograms and centimeters, right? Like, I'm just going to learn it. So, basically, as part of the learning curve, I'll use my phone to convert it, you know, like, for, like, the first 1 or 2 years. I'll learn it eventually. Now, if you're like some 90-year-old fuck in America that was raised on Imperial, like if you were like in fucking World War II and shit, obviously you're probably not going to learn metric at that point, but also you're freaking 90 years old, dude. Like, you only got like a couple more years left probably, right? So, like, just suck it up. That's my message to all the old people. All the old people who don't want to switch because, like, they're old and they don't want to learn metric. Listen, you're old. So just live with it, all right? Like, let the younger people learn metric so that way America doesn't get fucked anymore by conversions. Basically is all I'm saying, right? You blame the French? Also inches? All right, inches, yeah. Inches and feet. Inches and feet. But yeah, just learn to live with it. Because I'll learn to live with it. And I'm a boomer, right? I'm a boomer. I'm just saying. If I can do it, anyone can do it. Because I'm a dumbass. I'll say this though. My 1 year living in Japan did not really convert me to metric. Like I need to be exposed to it constantly. For me to like fully learn metric. I could do some conversion in my head for kilograms, honestly, to pounds. I could do a little bit of that. But like it's really hard for me to do like inches and feet into centimeters. I find that really hard. Like, if you were to ask me like how tall I am, I could tell you that in feet. If you were to ask me that in centimeters, I would have to like cheat on my phone or something like that. English measurements are weird. Pints and stones. Oof. Yeah. As someone who lives here in Vegas with a lot of tourism, let me tell you, I need my phone with me constantly to do conversions when I talk to like a fucking guest who is like not American. Cause they ask me for some weird ass conversion shit, right? Like they're like, I don't understand like how big this thing is. I'm like, neither do I. Let me look at my phone. Also, I hate that I even have to do that because like they have a phone too. Everybody has a phone. So why am I doing that for you? Right? No. Here's what really annoys me too. Like, I'm talking to a guest in the casino and he needs help. I'm like, sure, you want directions? And he's like, no. Like, he's like, hey, like, I see that that thing right there. It's like 50 pounds or something. What's 50 pounds in kilograms? He's asking me that as he's holding the phone in his hand. I'm like, I'm like, I got a customer service. I have to help him. I look it up on my phone, but I'm thinking in my head though. I'm like, bro, you have your phone in your hand right now. Couldn't you have just done it yourself? Couldn't you? You literally could have just like Googled it on your phone. What's 50 pounds to kilograms on your phone? You would have got an answer. So why are you asking me, right? Why are you asking me? But you know what? It's all about customer service. I gotta freaking help people with a smile. People these days. You know what I love though? You know what I fucking love? I love foreigners. They're smart enough to use the fucking like translator app on their phone to talk to me. I love people that are smart enough to do that. Not everyone does that, but I love it when I meet people like that. You know what I also love too? I love like fucking like talking to kids who are like basically bilingual, but the parents aren't bilingual. That's hilarious to me. Like the parent, Hispanic, they only speak Spanish, but the kid though, the kid's like freaking like 7 years old, but the kid speaks English and Spanish. So like basically, I'm talking more to the kid rather than the parent because the parent don't understand me at all. So I had to like tell the kid like adult shit, and then the kid has to translate that to his parents. The kid probably don't even know like the context of what I'm saying it in, but at least he's able to translate for his parents. I think that's hilarious. Same thing too for like Japanese and German kids. I meet a lot of German kids somehow. Like there's like a German kid who speaks English and German, has to translate for his parents because his parents only speak German. I don't know. Kids getting ripped off by not getting paid translator rates. You know what? You know what's a job I did a little bit here in Vegas and I'll never do again? I used to be a tour guide for foreigners. Here's the thing. So you know how like officially companies obviously can't hire people based on race, but like we all kind of know it still happens, but like no one's allowed to say it out loud. So like when I was like being a tour guide, they pretty much literally hired me because I'm Asian as fuck. Like that's pretty much like the only reason. They hired me because I'm Asian as fuck and I could speak a few languages. Like a lot of tour guides here here in Vegas, they're not white people. It's never going to be a white person because like white people make foreigner tourists feel uneasy. That it makes them feel like they have to speak English. But if it's like some Asian motherfucker or like a Hispanic person, it's a lot easier for foreigners to like ask for help. Again, I feel like I sound racist for saying this, but it's so true though. Foreigners, when they're foreigner tourists, they don't want to ask a white person for help because like a white person only speaks English and they are afraid that if they ask for help, the white person is not going to be able to help them anyway. I feel like the more I say this, the more YouTube's going to ban me for being racist. How else do you say it? Caucasian? It really sucks being a tour guide because like you got to answer the most stupidest questions. I wanted to like freaking strangle the next stupid person that like asked me a stupid inane question. I had to quit that job immediately. Like after my 5th shift, I told my boss, I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I really can't. People are so stupid. Tourists are so stupid. And he's like, yeah, like that. So I had to quit that job right away. Customer service, man. Customer service job sucks in general. And you know what? You know what sucks the most about customer service jobs, though? It's like you are helping the lowest common denominator for intelligence. That's why customer service exists in the first place. You can have as many signs as you want, like telling people like where to go or like how your machine works or something like that. People is always going to have questions, and people always going to be stupid. So, like, that's why customer service is a thing. And that's why I'll never be able to do customer service. Not full-time, anyway. That's actually why I like DoorDashing sometimes. Because DoorDashing, there is no customer service with DoorDash. You go to a restaurant, you pick up the food, you drive over to some dude's house, and you give him the food. There you go, you're done. The payment and everything is done through the DoorDash app. It's really great. Oh! Speaking of DoorDash, let me tell you guys some DoorDash stories. Because like, boy, have I met my fair share of like peeps and been to like weird parts of the city that I didn't know even existed here. So also, you know what's great about DoorDashing too, by the way? You find a lot of restaurants that you didn't know existed. And then you also find like good restaurants that you didn't know existed. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, do you guys know how common it is for people not to tip through DoorDash app and instead tip you with food? Very common, actually. I was surprised. I went to the DoorDash Reddit and forums to ask other DoorDashers how common this is. And they're like, oh no, bro, like not everyone tips. So like people that don't tip but still feel guilty about it, they give you food. And I'm like, oh, shit. Like, I think half of the DoorDash dashing that I do, I only get like half tips. The other 50% is non-tippers. And of the 50% that's non-tippers, about 25% of that is people that give you food as a tip. One time I did a DoorDash for McDonald's, right? No tip. But like I still took the job though, because like it was worth a lot of money actually. Because like DoorDashing, the rates is based off of like distance, and it's also based off the day. So like if you DoorDash on a weekend, you get more money. Anyway, this was from a McDonald's order. No tip, because you can see the tip too. That's also great about DoorDash as well. So with DoorDash, you see how much money the delivery is, and then you also see how much money the tip is going to be, which means you get to see first thing if the person you can deliver to is even going to tip you in the first place. So like it's going to be $0 or it'll be like a fraction of what the purchase was in the first place. So anyway, this was a $0 tip McDonald's run. However, I was gonna get like an extra like $20 just for delivery anyway. So I was like, okay, that's cool. So I'm gonna do it, even though there's no tip. Anyway, brought over to dude. Dude actually ordered extra large fries specifically for tipping, and I'm like, you could have just given me the few dollars in the first place. That doesn't it seem kind of like defeat the purpose? He could have given me like $3 to $4 in tip money on DoorDash. Instead, he bought an extra large fries through McDonald's just to give it to me. We're good. Phone really quick. Hold on. Hard. All right. Anyway. There. No. Hold on. I gotta like freaking find that sweet spot again. All right. Cool. So yeah. So my Streamlabs app on my phone, it just died. And the guy ordered a large fries. I gave him his food, and then like I was about to walk away. I was like, no, wait, your tip. I'm like, oh, wait. Oh, shit. Okay, you tip with cash? Because you could tip on the app as well. And he's like, no, like, I don't have money to tip you on cash or the phone. So I ordered a large fries for you. I'm like, what? And he just gave me the large fries. And then he's all like, thanks, bye. And then he closes the door. And I'm like, why though? The $3 he spent on that large fries, he could have just given me the $3. So, hey, I got food. I got food though. I also did a DoorDash too for Pizza Hut, and like it was a no tip DoorDash. Again, like I brought it over to like it was like this family's home, and this black lady answered the door, and like the kids were running around in the back. The kid's like, pizza's here, pizza's here. Express. I went over to his room, and like again, no tip on the DoorDash app. Gave him his food. I'm like, cool, enjoy your food. I'm about to walk away, and he's like, wait, brah, I gotta give you a tip, brah. I'm like, oh, I'm getting the tip. All right. The dude bust out like a fucking candy box, like legit like Halloween candy box, and he's like, take some candy, bruh. I'm like, okay. So like I took like some Kit Kat bars and like a Milky Way, and then he's all like, have a safe trip, bruh. I'm like, okay. I think the dude was high as fuck, but I got candy out of it. So yeah, a lot of people just tend to either like give you a tip like with food, or they give you a tip with the very thing that you delivered with. It's kind of funny. That's right, bruh. There was this one place I had to deliver to. Super gated community, by the way. Super gated community, security officers everywhere. The DoorDash app, the text message, because they could text message the DoorDash app. The DoorDash app said, the guy, he said, hey, when you get to the gate and you're talking to the security guard, don't tell them that you're DoorDash. Because if you tell them that you're DoorDash, they're going to make you go the long way around. And I don't want to wait for my food anymore. So he told me to say that I'm a friend, basically. And so, like, I went up to the security guard. Because, like, basically they do it in person. Like, there's no... It's not like it's like, you know, like a regular gated community where, like, you push buttons on a pin pad and, like, you just get in or something. No. I drove up, and like the security officer, you know, signals to me, rolled down my window, and he's all like, why you here, son? And again, the text message I got says, don't say I'm DoorDash, because I guess if you're DoorDash or if you're like a delivery person, they don't let you go in through the front gate. I guess they make you go in through the back business gate, because they have a business gate and like a personnel gate. The personnel gate, it's faster to get to the houses. The business gate, though, is like way in the back, and you end up driving through, I guess, like, not homes, though. You end up driving through offices before you get to the actual homes. So that means you'd be driving longer, basically. So instead, I had to, like, tell the officer, oh, I'm a friend of someone that lives here. And then, like, I had to, like, give him, like, the name of the dude and everything. And then what they do is they call him. And they're like, hey, your friend Tetsamaru is here? And the dude's like, oh, yeah, Tetsamaru. yeah, we old friends. Yeah, let him in. And then like, then they let me in. And then like, I gave him his food. And then I had to ask, I'm like, wait, do you have to do this for your deliveries? And I assume that this is since a super gated community, everyone here is rich as fuck then. And he's all like, oh yeah, everyone does that. Like we always tell the delivery people to say that they're our friends. Otherwise, it takes longer to get our food. And then he gave me a $20 tip in the DoorDash app. And he gave me a $20 tip in cash. So basically, I got a $40 tip for that delivery. So that was a pretty good delivery, actually. I'm like, dang, I should like bookmark this place for like rich ass fucks that get delivery and crap. I've been to like a lot of bougie ass places here in Vegas and Henderson for like door dashing. But do you know what kind of sucks about door dashing though? Some deliveries take like an hour to do though. Like you go to give you your food, and then it takes you 40 minutes to drive to the fucking home that delivered the thing. An hour. You spent an hour on the goddamn delivery. So like, if you're not making like at least $20 on that delivery, you know, like you're not making a whole lot of money. So, but here's the thing though, DoorDash keeps track of how many times you reject dashes and how many times you accept dashes. It's kind of like Tinder basically. Like you swipe left and right and crap like that. Well, you're not swiping, you're just accepting or not accepting. So DoorDash actually has a percentage for how much you're accepting and unaccepting. That actually affects your dashing. Like it affects like how often DoorDash thinks that you're going to accept deliveries, and it also makes it that way. Like if you're a person that like declines a lot of deliveries, DoorDash the app, they're gonna think that you are a person that like doesn't want to do a lot of deliveries in the first place, which means they offer you less deliveries. So you're kind of inclined to always accept everything that comes your way, even if there's no tip. So it's like, you really, when you're going to decline like a delivery in DoorDash, you really have to like look at the delivery and how long it's going to take you and whether or not it's worth the money. Because like, it actually affects you negatively if you don't accept every delivery, because they want you to accept every delivery. So if you accept less deliveries, they're going to think you want less deliveries, but you want more deliveries though. But if you want more deliveries, you got to accept everything, even the sucky ones. So yeah, for me, it's pretty good actually, because I live here in Vegas. So like, it's a very like metropolitan area. I hear that door dashing is very area dependent though. So like, if you live in the fucking middle of nowhere, like, I don't know, fucking Iowa in the countryside, your DoorDash. You guys want to try door dashing? I'm just going to say that like, you better live in a really metropolitan area, live in like a city or something. If you live in the fucking middle of nowhere, you're probably not going to make a lot of money. You're probably going to be spending more money on gas money than you are going to be making deliveries. It's pretty nice though. You work your own hours, and you get to see places of where you live that you normally don't see. So that's pretty cool. I still have not delivered to somebody that I know, because I read a lot of the stories on Reddit and on the DoorDash forums about people that like accepted a delivery, and then like it turns out it's like a high school classmate, or it's like someone they used to hang out with, they don't hang out with anymore. And it's like, it's really awkward when that happens. That hasn't happened to me yet. I so far have not delivered to a single person that knew me. So it's always been strangers so far. I'm not sure how I would react if I ended up delivering to like an ex-girlfriend or some shit like that. Because I look the same. Like, I don't fucking age. I look the same now that I did 10 years ago when I first started live streaming. And I look the same now than what I did when I was in high school. Basically, it's been like 20 fucking years since I've been in high school, and I look the same. I have not aged like a bit. The only thing that's changed is my glasses. I've changed glasses, obviously. I have like different frames and stuff, but I basically kept like the same hairstyle, and I basically like my skin tone is like the same and everything too. So I guess that's good, right? I guess that's good that I don't age. That means like when I'm like 50 years old, I'm gonna look like I'm gonna look like I'm in my 30s. And when I'm like 80 years old, I'm gonna look like I'm in my 40s and shit. My dad actually looks really good for his age. My dad's like almost about to hit 60, and my dad looks like he's in his 30s. So that's great. As long as like that genes is in me, you know, then I'm gonna be, when I'm 60 years old, I'll look 30. So that's good. Cause like I had a high school friend that like I actually happened to meet like randomly at the casinos. Dude looks like he's 90 years old. Okay, that's an exaggeration. Dude looks like he's 60 years old, but he's my age though. So he's 30, but he looks 60. And I'm all like, dude, what the fuck happened to you? And he's like, what do you mean? And I like, obviously, like, I had to like not be rude. So I'm all like, nothing. I'm just joking with you, buddy. Aha, what's up, bro? He looks like he smokes like 10 packs of cigarettes a day or some shit. Like, drinking, smoking. I don't know if he does any of that, but he looks like he does. Because when people that do that, they look older, right? They age faster and shit because like they're degrading their body and crap. That's why I'll never do it. I mean, it's all peer pressure, right? The only reason why people ever get into smoking and drinking is because of peer pressure, I guess. Drinking is a social thing. I'll say that. Because I drink. Socially. I say that, but I've done drinking live streams, but it's social, right? It's still socially drinking. It's only a problem, right? If I drink like an entire case of Heineken like every day or some shit, right? That's the only time it's a problem. It's not a problem as long as like I'm only drinking like every once in a while at social events. Like if you guys ask me, do I want anything for like New Year's Eve? Hell yeah, I do, right? Of course I do. I'll drink something on New Year's Eve. It's a special occasion, right? If you guys ask me if I want to drink at some chick's like Sweet 21 party, hell yeah, I want something to drink, you know? If you ask me if I want something to drink at like some random kid's like 10th birthday party, probably not. I don't want to be that drunk uncle at Caleb's 10th birthday party, guys. That's not me. You see, here's the thing. We all have that stupid uncle, right? That drinks at the kids' birthday parties. I am not. I am not going to be that stupid uncle that drinks at the kid's birthday party. Nope. Nope. I actually want to remember those birthday parties. Oh, that reminds me of like this funny redneck joke I heard a long time ago. It's like, how do you know someone's a redneck? It's like, you know if someone's like a hillbilly if they go to family reunions to pick up chicks or some shit like that. Get it? Because like fucking incest and crap. I don't know. Remember guys, incest is wincest. I'm like wrapping up my monitor again, just because I'm not using it right now. But yeah, it's good. I'm happy. I'm happy with this purchase. My next live stream, I guess I could be a review on the Samsung 9 Plus when I get it. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be cool. Also, I'll play a game too. I'll play a game. What else? What else is going on in my life? Nothing going on in Japan. Nothing from my Japanese friends that I've heard so far. I haven't talked to Taka in like a week. Yeah, I think it's actually been a week since I talked to him. When I say talk, I mean like talk, not like text messaging. We text each other, but like, or email each other. Well, who does emails nowadays? But yeah, yeah, no, I don't want to spend like $500 on a new phone. That's why like I bought the most expensive streaming phone that I can get for the cheapest price. The 10 looked like it was out of my league. And also, I think the 10 I read had problems with HDMI out. I think I read. So that's why I didn't go for the 10, I think. Also, like the Samsung Notes I was interested in buying, but I didn't want to get a tablet though. So that's why I wanted a phone for streaming. It would be awkward to like have a tablet on a fucking selfie stick whenever I do the live streams and shit like that. Better make sure that they can stream the games first. I mean, from what I read, I'm pretty sure it should be able to stream what I needed to stream. Basically, like, the most important aspects for me for getting the streaming phone, because this time I actually did research, was the HDMI out, the ability to charge the phone, as well as accept like, you know, external devices, such as like capture cards or like external cameras and crap. And then another one too is like not having like a bad enough like, you know, RAM and memory for storage and shit like that. I mean, when I compare it to the Samsung Galaxy A31, the 9 Plus is better in every way compared to this A31 that I'm using right now. The A31 I'm using right now, it may be a newer phone, but like it's shittier than the 9 Plus. So this should be a straight upgrade. This should be like 100% straight upgrade from going A31 to the 9 Plus. And it should not have any problems with capture cards, and it should not have any problems with HDMI out. Because this A31 does not do HDMI out. And HDMI out is a really big thing I definitely need for streaming. Because, like, if I'm going to be doing more fucking actual gaming in my car, I need HDMI out. Because I don't want fucking lag when I try to play a game. And I also need to make sure I actually have, like, good mirror cast. Because this A31 just has really bad screen casting mirror cast things. It's really picky on like what I can mirror cast to. I can't mirror cast to everything, so that kind of sucks. My Motorola can't screencast at all, actually. my personal phone, my Motorola personal phone that I'm using as a fucking light source right now, it can't screencast at all, and I have no idea why. Like, I hit screencast. I can't connect to dog shit. I don't know why. Doesn't work. The reason why like I picked that Motorola phone in general though was for the storage space. It's 128 gigabytes for the price that it was at, and also it has a very convenient fingerprint sensor. It has a dedicated fingerprint sensor, not like the stupid ass fingerprint sensor that's like on your touchscreen. I hate those. I hate touchscreen fingerprint sensors. I want a dedicated fingerprint sensor on the back of the phone, and that's what this Motorola uses. Another reason why this Motorola I'm using right now for the personal phone, then the reason why I also picked it as well, was because this Motorola phone, well, what was it again? This Motorola phone, it's an art. It's an art Motorola phone, meaning like it's for people that like to draw and shit. This one comes with a stylus. It's a Motorola G stylus. That's also why I got it as well. It's not that good for streaming, but it's great for me on a personal level. So that's why I got that one. And then as for the streaming phone, like I said, I didn't do that much research into it, so that's why I got this A31 thing. I didn't do research. Found out this A31 I'm using kind of sucks for streaming. So hopefully the 9 Plus will be a really good upgrade for that. It has a better processor. It has more RAM. It has more storage space. It has HDMI out. It also accepts external devices better. Because it has a lower Android thing. That's a good thing, by the way. So having a lower Android is actually a good thing. Because the higher Androids, they don't accept external devices. Because it's a security risk or some shit. So that's not a hardware issue. That's actually a software issue. So yeah. So yeah, 9 Plus should be good for me. Again, I didn't want to spend too much money. I have 3 fucking phones now. I'm not spending like $800 on another phone. To be fair, I haven't spent $800 on this shit anyway in the first place. So if I can not spend $800 or $500, I'd rather like not do that. I am going to take a risk though with this 9 Plus though, since I'm buying it refurbished. But hopefully it'll turn out okay. If not, I do have a 30-day money-back guarantee from Amazon. And if that doesn't work, then I gotta go through the Samsung return policy. And it's always a hit and miss when it comes to company returns. Sometimes you luck out. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I remember going through Nintendo's return policy for one of my Joy-Cons. That actually worked out pretty well. Yeah, because one of my Joy-Cons stopped working entirely. Like, not Joy-Con drift, it just straight up just stopped working. So I went through Nintendo's return policy, and it was actually painless. The only bad thing about it, though, was that it took, like, 6 weeks to get my Joy-Con replacement. I still got it, though. It was still a new replacement, but it took 6 weeks, though. It took a fucking month and a half, man. It was worth it. I got a new controller, and it worked better. What else? What else is going on? Oh, so going back to Taka, by the way. So like, we haven't talked to each other in like a week, but we still like text message each other, often. I got a call from like one of my old buddies in Japan. Haven't talked to him in like a year, right? I still have his contact number on my phone though. Haven't talked to him in a freaking year. Calls me up randomly. I'm like, is this a wrong number? And like, nope, it was him. I talked to him, you know, and I'm all like, yo, what's up? Like, you like butt dial me or some shit like that? And he's like, no, I actually wanted to talk to you. I'm like, oh shit, okay then. And then like, we caught up, you know, he's like, you know, you still friends with Taka? I'm like, yeah, no, dude's still my bro. He's still my broski and shit like that. And then like, dude is, okay, so the reason why we haven't talked to each other in a year is because he was more like a business friend than like a friend. We never actually officially hung out with each other. Every time we were with each other, it was really more for like Japanese business. Like either like on the gaming or anime side of things. Every time we actually like did something fun, it was still on the underlying tone of like work related stuff. So like we had dinner with each other and shit like that, like at a sushi place before, but it was basically more like a business meeting also as well. He asked me, so you got a girlfriend? And I'm like, no. And he's like, do you want a girlfriend? And I'm like, I guess. You know that I'm in America, right? I'm not in Japan right now. And he's like, no. I get it. Do you want to move to Japan? And I'm all like, not particularly at this moment right now. Especially since there's COVID going on. And also, can I even go to Japan right now? Because like, I asked him, I'm like, wait, I can't even go to Japan right now, right? And he's like, well, if you know someone, though, they could get you in Japan. As long as you're willing to actually move here. And I'm like, I'm going to have to get a new job, though. I have to get like a new job and everything, and then I'm also gonna have to like find a place to live. Also, I need to get a new car because I can't. You guys think I'm taking this car with me to Japan? I'm gonna have to get a new car in Japan, right? Buy a used car in Japan and shit like that. So it's a big commitment to decide if I wanted to move to Japan or not. But then like I'm asking him though, I'm like, why are you asking me all this shit? And also, why'd you even start off the questioning with like, why do we even have a girlfriend in the first place? And turns out he's trying to actually set up his like little cousin take the car in Japan jokes. He's trying to set up his cousin because like his cousin isn't married yet. And like they're doing like the omiai thing where like they set up the girl with a bunch of like dates and shit to see like they could find her a husband and crap. And like the first thing I said, it's super rude by the way, what I just said, but like, you know, like I don't give a fuck. I'm like, what's wrong with her, dude? And he's like, no, nothing's wrong with her. She's a really beautiful girl. My cousin is very, very nice and shit. It's just that she's not good at dating. That's why we're like helping her, like, you know, get like a boyfriend / husband or some shit. And I'm like, yeah, no, but like, why are you calling me though? Because I'm not in Japan. You know, I'm like fucking all the way here in America. You are asking me right now to change my life right now. Basically, I'm gonna have to like sell all my assets here in America to move to Japan, and then I'm gonna have to get myself a new place and a new car to get myself selling in Japan. So you're asking a really big commitment from me. So why are you calling me now for this? Out of everyone else you could have called that lives in Japan already. And he's like, yeah, no, we already like set her up with like 10 dates, and she hates all the guys. So I'm going foreigners now. I'm like, oh, is that why? So what? I was like your fucking like 20th pick or some shit? And he's all like, no, actually, you're my first pick. You're the first foreigner I'm calling right now to see if he wants to move to Japan. I'm like, bro, I'm not moving to Japan for your goddamn cousin. Especially since I don't even know a thing about her, right? I never met her. I don't even know, like, we're even be a good match. I don't know a single thing about her, right? And he's like, yeah, but you know, you get married. I'm like, dude, I'm not getting married for the sake of getting married, though, right? Because some people do that shit. It's like, what, you want me to just fucking knock her up as soon as I, like, come to Japan? It's like, I assume that'll be nice for them. I guess the parents want grandkids by now or some shit like that. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I told him, no, I'm not moving to Japan, by the way. At least Taka just sent me a picture of her or some shit. No, he sent me a picture, though. The dude sent me a picture. He's like, this is my cousin. What do you think, right? I'm like, oh no, like she's cute, I guess, but I'm not moving to Japan for her. You know? Listen, there's a couple things that could get me to move to Japan right now. Like right now. As in, if something happens right now, I will tell you guys on stream, guys, we doing it. I'm moving to Japan. The couple things that could happen right now. Career change. If, like, somebody in Japan calls me for, like, a really good job that, like, will pretty much legit just pay for a brand new place there and, like, also, like, afford me a car, I will take it. I will fucking take it. If my applications to, Hololive or Nijisanji ever actually be a thing, and they're like, we want you to move to Japan so you could be near the Japan offices, I'd be like, done. Fucking done. Can you guys even imagine that? I get a fucking call from one of the managers or like fucking Yago himself. And we're like, hey, we really like your application. You want to move to Japan? Be part of fucking Holostars? I'd be like, sure, let's go. Let's fucking do this shit. But yeah, pretty much, like, it had to be a real career change, though, for me to move to Japan right now. I guess another thing that would get me to move to Japan, too, would be, like, if things really start sucking here in America, and, like, I just need to get out of America, like, right now, that'll also get me to move. Another thing that would get me to move to Japan right now would be if my entire family just straight up, like, disowns me right now. Which, to be fair, I'm already kind of disowned by, like, part of the family anyway. But, like, if I get, like, straight up, like, if I lose all contact with my family here, then, like, I would have no reason to be here anymore then. So, I'm going to Japan for that. I'll have more friends back in Japan than I would here then. That one's kind of iffy, though, because, like, I would have to get a new job still, and I would have to find a place to live. And, I don't want to mooch off of anybody in Japan, so I definitely want to make sure I find a place to live. So, yeah. I guess if I got married to a Japanese chick, that would get me to move, right? That'd be another one. If I actually got married to a Japanese chick and she wants to live in Japan, I'd move there. Like, right now. I don't know. I mean, like, there's only, like, maybe, like, 3 Japanese girls I know that I would marry right now if that was gonna happen. There's, like, 2 American girls I know I could kind of actually see myself with. And there's, like, 3 Japanese girls I know that, like, I'm kind of romantically involved with, but I haven't been to Japan in a while since COVID, so it's kind of iffy right now if I would even want to do that anymore, so, yeah. Bra, didn't Taka move out? Yes, Taka did move out. Taka has his own place now. To be fair, Taka still has, like, a room. Taka still has a room at his mom's place, though, but, like, for all intents and purposes, though, Taka did move out, though. Because Taka wanted to get a place closer to work. He is like a 10-minute walk from work, basically, right now. Because Taka used to take a train. He used to take a train like every other person does in Japan, but, like, he hated taking the train, though. And Taka still doesn't have a driver's license. So, yeah, he just wanted to get a closer place to work. You guys know how hard it is to get actually a driver's license in Japan, though? It's super hard. Like, you gotta go to fucking car college, basically. They take it very seriously in Japan. It's not like here in America, where, like, they give you, like, a fucking pamphlet to study, and they're like, hey, like, study this pamphlet, and come and take the test whenever you're ready. Like, basically, if you want, it's like, you could take that test, like as soon as like your 1 month period is over of like test driving shit and crap like that. Like, in some states it's even sooner, like 2 weeks afterwards. Like, here's a pamphlet, come in and take the test whenever you're ready. In Japan, you gotta go to class. You gotta go to fucking school to get your goddamn driver's license. So, Taka still doesn't have a driver's license. So, yeah. Taka's either taking a train or he's walking everywhere. Me? Nah, I want a fucking car. I'm too spoiled, man. I'm too bougie. I'm taking a fucking car. I definitely do need to, like, renew my Japanese driver's license, because my Japanese driver's license is expired. I had, like, a regular Class B driver's license, but that expired, like, back in, like, 2017, though. And I have not renewed it. Mostly because I haven't had a reason to renew it. And I've driven more motorcycles in Japan than I have, like, cars, actually. Because every time I go to a rent-a-car place in Japan, they never have cars. They always have motorcycles. Because, like, a lot of Japanese people are, like, paranoid of motorcycles because they always think they're gonna, like, die and shit. So, no one ever rents motorcycles. So, like, I always have to get a motorcycle. Everyone wants cars. So, yeah. So, yeah. I guess that's, like, what, the 4 reasons I listed on, like, what would get me to move to Japan? A career change, a new job, if I get married or some shit. So, yeah. Oh! Game news. So, guys, how about that Mario movie coming up? Right? This has to be a topic worth discussing. Matt Pratt as Mario, Jack Black as Bowser. Dude, I thought Nintendo was trolling, man. Like, I remember watching the Nintendo Direct, and it's all like, hey, so we're ready for the upcoming Mario movie. Here are the fucking voice actors. And I'm like, the fuck is this? Is this like an April Fool's joke? I was waiting for the fucking gotcha. I was waiting for Miyamoto to be all like, hey, we're joking. No, it's not a joke. It's not. And then, like, I also saw, like, Matt Pratt do a couple, like, vlog videos about how he's excited to do Mario and shit. And I'm like, why? I see him as Star-Lord. As Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy. That's what I see him as. Jack Black is the only voice actor character I can see doing his role right. I can't. Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong? What? Also, I don't even know who the bitch is who's playing Peach. I don't know who she is. I don't know her. But Jack Black, I guess he kind of makes sense. Jack Black does a lot of comedy shit, and I do like Jack Black's performance in Kung Fu Panda, but I don't even know, like, what kind of Bowser voice he's gonna have. I'm not even sure what kind of, like, Mario voice Matt Pratt's gonna have. Also, I saw one fucking reaction video on YouTube for, like, the Nintendo Direct thing, and now the only thing that YouTube keeps recommending me now is, like, people reacting to the Mario movie voice actors. It's all the same, too. Everyone has the exact same reaction. Like, it's just people cracking up and shit. It's people going, I can't believe Matt Pratt is Mario! Ah! Like, they're just doing that. I mean, to be fair, I had the exact same reaction, too. But, like, damn, that's everyone's reaction, huh? Can you imagine if I did, like, a live reaction of the Nintendo Direct? I'd be dead. I'd just be dead right now. I'd be drinking right now. I'd be dead and drinking. Actually, I should do that next time, right? If I can. Assuming the Nintendo Direct doesn't happen when I'm at work or something, I could totally do a live reaction of me, like, watching Nintendo Direct with a beer in my hand. That'd be fun. That'd be kind of fun. I don't know when the next Nintendo Direct is, but Maybe that's something I could look into. In my car, right? Live Nintendo Direct watch in my car. We all can react to it together. Alright. I think I'm gonna go grab dinner. You know what I feel like? I already got McDonald's yesterday. I think I feel like some Asian food. I'm gonna go get me some Asian food around here. I'm gonna get me some teriyaki something. I don't know. I'm gonna call it here, guys. This was a nice rant stream, I suppose. A nice unboxing stream for my new monitor, I guess. Stream getting dinner. I mean, to be fair, I don't have to stop. Show us the food places. You're not wrong. I don't have to stop. I could just keep going. I could do a driving stream. But no, next time when I'm more prepared. Because this stream, I was not prepared. I was not prepared for this stream at all. Because I thought I'd actually have my computer to use. I don't have my computer to use this time. So, I will be more prepared next live stream. So, yep. So, I'm going to go grab some dinner, guys, because I don't know what I want yet. So, thanks, guys, for hanging out with me. I didn't say anything about the cinnamon roll donuts. I haven't gotten it yet. I'm definitely going to grab it because, like, it's Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which is funny. I thought it was just going to be a cinnamon donut. I didn't realize it was actually going to be the cereal. The Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal. So I actually really want to get it. So I'm definitely going to grab that. So look forward to that video, I suppose. Yeah. I'm not going to get it now, though. Because, like, I'm too far away from the nearest Krispy Kreme right now, and I'm too lazy to go there. Like, I need to do it after work or something. At least it's selling a box of 4. Yeah, I noticed that. It's cheaper. You know, it is cheaper for me. They sell in a box of 4. It's like 2 regular cinnamon donuts, and then like 2 of like the cinnamon toast crunch donuts. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna grab that. So that'll be nice. Maybe for Friday. Maybe I might even have it. That's an idea. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna grab dinner because I'm hungry. Stop distracting me, broskies. I'll see you guys later.